On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Washington Huskies. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick give. It's Washington. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
He'll pitch it. Turning it on! They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has his defense's head spinning with the option.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Washington. Got the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Williams rushes on. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll need a bunch on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Williams looking for a man. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He's got the first down. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Right side, it's Moss. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams. Left side is Washington. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Williams will pass. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception in the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
Play action with Williams. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Washington Huskies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the option. The pitch. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They give it back to him. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Washington. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Throwing, say it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. And he's looking to the sideline. It's incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Here on 3rd down. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Washington. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Saying. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Push is ahead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Sets his feet. It's Saying. Caught. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Saying. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. Got his hand. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Here we go, ready.
Just feeds the running back. Nowhere to go.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Ready, go.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Saying. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They scored for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Williams to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman Williams. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Delay to the back. It's Washington. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Williams looking for a man. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got it down the field. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Pulls it. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Williams. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, what a move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Here's Williams. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback. And
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
he had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sayin to throw. Look out! And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Smith. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understand.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Sayin unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Here we go, ready. Walk, go.
Again, it's Sayin. Going over the top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Looking deep. Grabs it inside the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Sayin back to the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Coming to the line for 2nd and goal, and what will be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Lets it fly. Touchdown Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Out wide left, it's Smith. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to fourth down to keep the drive going. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, say it. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Play fake, Williams. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Moss. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Here's a give to Washington. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throwing, Williams. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Quick completion to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hits inside. It's Washington. Got enough for the first down. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Williams. Right side, it's Washington. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, Dave, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the RPO, got him. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Here's Williams to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Myers on the move. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, the defensive coordinator is pulling his hair out on the sidelines after that one because they had everybody covered initially. They just couldn't get home to the quarterback. He had over 5 seconds to throw that football. The defense has to do a better job affecting the QB moving forward or they're going to get lit up in this game.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Got his man in the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Jackson. Got the first down. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Saying. Fires left. Wide open downfield.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd and long here. Say it. Going to throw it deep. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Williams from the gun on third down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Third downs are so crucial. Quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down and getting to the quarterback?
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. From the gun on third down, Sayin makes the grab on the left. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Throwing, Sayin. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Williams will pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45, on his way. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done.
Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Pass to 6. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Motion from the wideout. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's at.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing Manning. Release to the back. Right side, it's Smothers. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Driven back.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's changing the play. Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Breaks a tackle and he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Out wide right, it's Moss. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Throwing, Williams. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Spits it out to the back. Left side is Smothers. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's Arch to throw. Right side, it Smothers. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tough run here, it's Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Sends it back in motion. Arch Madness. Out wide right, it's Coleman. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Manning. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Changing the routes with his receivers. Williams. Way off target there. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll give it to Washington. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Maybe a bit of a gamble going for it on 4th and short from their own 46. Fourth down, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Coleman open on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Arch is going to throw for it. Under pressure. Oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Woo. I'll tell you what, you feel really fortunate if you're on offense. That's one of those where it takes 13 seconds for that ball to roll out of bounds. You're just trying to make that thing. You're trying to blow it out of bounds. Make sure you don't turn the football over. In such a good position to go take the lead. Fortunate bounce for that thing to go out of bounds.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
Back's got it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here's Williams to throw. Out wide left, it's Washington.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fresh center downs going to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing, Williams. Comes down, it's Moss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. All the way. Touchdown, Husky. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He's past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Right side, it's Townsend. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Caught on the RPO. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Manning. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown Longhorns! Put 6 on the board.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Quarterback changing the play. Williams hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Williams on the play fake. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Here's Williams to throw. Williams open on the right side, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
Ready. 18. Jet. Ready, go.
Play action with Williams. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got him corralled.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Out wide right, it's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. The run inside. It's Smothers.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. To throw, Manning. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. looking for the two-point try. Here's Manning to throw. He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Finished off by a guy known for catching passes, but he carried it into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick give. It's Clark. Turning it on. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Williams fires to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Making the adjustment. Third down from the gun, Williams. Finds his man. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Throwing, Williams. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Williams will pass. He's not afraid to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Throwing Manning. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. He's at the 50. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those.